queens, you get zip for the drip. Oh, let's get to that.
Hey, yo, the views and opinions expressed by Zip is not always the views and opinions held by Zip. Sometimes they come from the cat. The cat doesn't identify as a cat. I believe it's a pit bull. So around here, we refer to it as pit cat. In this video, we're going to be talking about Pooh Shiesty getting locked up for robbery and kidnapping, along with his father, Big 30, and 6 or 7 other people, you heard? But before we get into the video, do me a favor. Stall off on that like button, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when I drop these videos and all that. All right, so boom, check it. Word just came down. Pooh Shiesty, Big 30, Pooh Shiesty father, some other dudes, they have been arrested. Allegedly, they had Gucci Mane and 2 other people in the studio. They threw down on them, forced them to sign some papers. Matter of fact, I'm going to let the feds tell you what happened, you heard?
Texas, thank you for coming. This week, 9 individuals, including well-known musical artists, kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint numerous victims at a music studio in Dallas, Texas. 8 of the 9 were arrested yesterday in Dallas, Memphis, and Nashville. These individuals who are charged and arrested include Lontrell Williams Jr., also known as Pooh Shiesty, Lontrell Williams Sr., Rodney Wright Jr., also known as Big 30, Kadarius Waters, Demarion Gibson, DeMarcus Glover, Corday Johnson, Darian McDaniel, and Terrence Rogers has not been arrested yet, but will be soon. The complaint alleges that on January 10th of this year, 3 music industry professionals traveled to Dallas for a scheduled business meeting. Lontrell Williams Jr. arranged this meeting purportedly to discuss the terms of his recording contract with one of the victims. As alleged, once these 3 men were inside the recording studio, Williams Jr. and 8 co-conspirators, several of whom traveled from Memphis, Tennessee, executed a coordinated armed takeover. As alleged, Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items. One of the victims was actually choked by one of the defendants to the point of near unconsciousness. Defendant Wright barricaded the studio door with his body to prevent the victims from escaping. The ringleader of the conspiracy, Lontrell Williams Jr., was on home confinement at the time of the offense, as alleged, for a prior firearms conspiracy charge and conviction out of the Southern District of Florida. Towards the end of his prison sentence, he had been granted home detention. Part of the terms of his home detention were that he would not commit another federal offense or possess a firearm. His father, Lontrell Williams Sr., is alleged to have helped plan and execute the federal kidnapping as charged in the complaint. And as described further in the complaint, within hours of leaving the Dallas studio, a number of the defendants were on social media displaying some of the items that appeared to be the jewelry that had been robbed from the victims. The charging document outlines some of the evidence, just some, establishing the defendants' roles in the federal offense. This is as follows: electronic monitoring data placing Williams Jr. at the offense location, which would put him in violation of his home detention conditions. Cell phone records and license plate reader data corroborating the coordinated travel of multiple defendants from Memphis, Tennessee to Dallas. Rental car records confirming Williams Sr. rented a vehicle that was used by the group. Surveillance footage from the offense location, a nearby office supply store, and a hotel where several of the defendants stayed following the offense. Fingerprint evidence as well that was recovered from the crime scene, matching at least 2 of the defendants. Social media posts by defendants displaying what appears to be stolen property just in the days following the offense. Greyhound bus records confirming the travel of multiple defendants from Dallas to Memphis the day after the offense. in this case, came to Dallas to conduct legitimate business, and they were met with firearms and violence as alleged in the charging document. This case should serve as a warning to others who believe that using violence and intimidation tactics to rob others in our community is a viable way to conduct business. I'm here to say that it is not, and that if you choose to do this, we will, together with our law enforcement partners here and the other ones in the Northern District of Texas, will bring you swiftly to justice.
Bring you swiftly to justice. It seemed like they got everything. Pooh Shiesty is on fair parole, probation, whatever they call it, with an ankle monitor on. They said they got electronic monitoring. They know he was there. Come on. Pooh Shiesty, Fool Shiesty. Is he the dumbest rapper of all time? Top 5 at least. Top 5 dumbest rappers of all time. I don't really be wilding on niggas when they be doing what they doing and all of that. Like as far as this street shit go. But this dude, Pooh Shiesty, is an idiot. And maybe he cursed himself, saying he the slimiest and grimiest and Well, now that shit about to come back and bite him in his ass because they gonna hit him with the Hobbs Act. I don't know if you know what the Hobbs Act is, but they gonna hit him with the Hobbs Act. Them niggas left Tennessee to go to Texas to rob somebody and kid. That's Hobbs Act. Yeah, when you cross state lines to commit a robbery in the feds, it ain't just a robbery. It's a Hobbs Act. Think about this. Few years ago, Pooh Shiesty was in Florida, and this is not allegedly. This happened. A few years ago, Pooh Shiesty and his man was in Florida. They robbed somebody, fired on him, all of that. He got lucky and just got a chance to cop out to a gun charge. He went to the feds, did his time, came home. FDO, first day out, right? How long he been home? Has he been home for 6 months yet? He's back in the case, not getting no bail. The bail is done. He caught that case on fair probation with a monitor on his. You don't respect the monitor. They said you violated the monitor. You wasn't even supposed to be there. You think you're going to get a bail? There's no bail. That nigga might get 30 years for this shit. A Hobbs Act robbery, kidnapping and all of that? Come on, son. It's just... we can't say, yo, free Shiesty. But I'm not wasting my free niggas. I'm not wasting my free such and such as on Pooh Shiesty, you heard? Free Pooh Shiesty? No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. Homie, you couldn't think of a better way to go about that? It wasn't a better way to go about that? Like not be there? Like you big 30, y'all niggas not be around when niggas is doing that? That was the only way you could get that done is if you was present? Who you, the little Suge Knight? Come on, son, this is crazy, bro. Like, it's gonna be hard for me to listen to a Pooh Shiesty song now. It's gonna be hard for me to listen to a Pooh Shiesty song now and not feel like I'm listening to the dumbest nigga in the world right now. What am I doing? Yeah. Come on, son. Yo, listen, man. Gucci Mane is foul. Pooh Shiesty was supposed to go on a free Pooh Shiesty campaign. Like how the Locks was on that Free the Locks campaign back in the days. That's what he was supposed to do. Kind of like what Finesse 2 Times is doing. But he might be, clearly he's a little too gangster to be streaming and rapping and all that. That's clearly, he's too gangster for any of that. But he was supposed to go on a campaign. He was supposed to let the world know, yo, Gucci is a buster. This nigga be signing niggas from my city just to make Gotti mad. He don't really be trying to do nothing for niggas. I don't want to be down with this thing. Free. He made all this money. Yo, listen. The month before Pooh Shiesty came home from jail, I was on live and I was talking about something and I had looked it up. And his YouTube channel had made like $240,000. And then he came home the next month. I didn't even know he was coming home. But the last month he was in jail, his YouTube channel made $240,000. So think about it. It was more and more and more as the months like prior. So Gucci Mane got all of that money while son was sitting in jail. Son came home, y'all want my money. They say his cousin, Big Scar, died. Gucci Mane said he want the chain back. They ain't feeling Gucci like that. But it was a better way to go about the situation. Respectfully. I respect a nigga not wanting to be around a nigga that was clearly, he was playing in their face. Gucci Mane was playing in Memphis' face. He was signing niggas from Memphis just to make Gotti mad. He was playing in their face. So I'm not mad they took that approach. But I'm mad that they took that approach. Like, come on. It's 2026. Suge Knight was doing shit like that in 9-6. What y'all? Hey, yo, man. Like I said, man, I'm not wasting none of my free niggas, man, off saying free Pooh Shiesty, man. But, may Allah rectify that nigga affairs, man, one way or another. Let's get to that.
Even I started with a zip. Let's get to that.
Yeah, let's get to that.